welcome to the Kuno Vibe. It's a quick reaction show for the Arsenal against Atlanta first Champions League game in the new format today, and it's 0-0. Say this was probably the most exciting game, but it was tactically interesting how both teams played. Um, Obviously, this being at home, Atlanta was pretty good on position, also creating chances. But Lookman looked good. Their forward, I think it's called Retegui. He looked good, really good movement, pretty much the entire game. And Cuadrado, when he came in, was looking good too. Zanilo, we saw him at Aston Villa last year. He looked pretty decent too. For Arsenal, we were pretty poor in midfield, I would say. When Partey was there, Partey and Rice, I don't know how many times they misplaced passes and was pretty much passing backwards. So not a lot of movements in the forward lines. Martinelli was not great. We could see the Atlanta back four or back five doubling or tripling upon Saka, so he didn't really had any influence in this game either. Havertz was influential, maybe not as much as we would have thought, but kept the ball at the end. He was also defensively very sound. He was running back to defend a corner or get a corner when I think it was Danilo went past Ben White and Havertz went in and made a tackle. This was probably at the 90th minute. So he was good there. Martinelli had one chance at the end, pretty much to score the goal, settle the score. It was played through Sterling, but he couldn't get the shot down. Blasted over the goal. He didn't just had the keeper to beat. The main talking point would be the penalty or a missed penalty by Atlanta. Um, Again, a poor passage of play by Partey. It seems to be soft penalty, but he did trip the guy a little bit, and obviously, when that happens in a penalty box, there's very little chance that a VAR will overturn a referee's decision. So penalty was given. Ratigui gave tried a shot was a decent penalty at the bottom corner, but Raya made a really impressive stop, and then the striker had another chance to head the ball in. Raya got up and saved it again, kind of similar to the save he made at Aston Villa, where he got up and saved rebound by Ali Watkins, I think. So that pretty much should have got us back into the game, or at least be a wake up call for Arsenal. But didn't seem to be the case. We still managed to give away balls pretty easily. I think for us, Jorginho was pretty impressive. He was there, pretty much calmed down the back line and was taking the ball and uh, give, doing his bit to make things very simple. It was interesting to see Trossard playing a deep lying midfield kind of role as well, where you could see him pop up in the striker's position when he came on. But for Saka was taken off, and we saw Sterling for a little bit. He was okay. I think I would like to see Sterling on the left hand side instead of right, but it looks like Arteta wants Sterling to be the backup or cover for Saka. So, especially with Martinelli having Trossard as a backup on the left hand side, kind of makes sense. We didn't see any of our players from academy get a chance this time around, but we did see Calafiori come in for Timber. I think he was pretty good, making a lot of or giving a lot of options to our players moving around. And at one point, he was probably one of the furthest player um, on our attack, while Jorginho covered his space. Overall, kind of disappointing result. I wouldn't be super happy with that. This was an away game. Atlanta was tough. We talked about it yesterday in our preview podcast as well. It's not going to be. It was not going to be easy, but this also gives Arsenal an idea about how this Champions League format will play out. We are, I think, on the 15th position, having made a draw today, tied the game today, but we still have seven more games. Some difficult, some not so difficult games coming up. So a couple of huge scores might bump up our chances to get to the knockout stages without going through another round of fixtures. But overall, I think a decent outing. We gave some of our players a chance to get back to some match fitness. We could definitely see a big hole in the creativity side with Odegaard not being there. He played kind of defensive, so hopefully Haddad has some plans to maybe give some minutes to another attacking midfielder. Maybe Trossard could play the um, Odegaard role. You may need to try and see how that would play pan out. But overall, disappointing-ish result. But on to Sunday we go. It's not going to be an easy game against Man City. Last time we were able to defend deep and get nil-nil scoreline, but would want to try and get 3 points. I know it's too early, but 3 points for Man City would mean Arsenal would already be, I think, 5 or 6 point behind Man City. It's 5 points actually. So wouldn't want that big difference already in the season. Although it's a long, long way to go for the season to end. But with Man City, Man City how they play, it's not going to be easy to beat them or easy to even get any points or uh, see any slip up. So as many points if Arsenal can get from their direct competitors, the better. So look forward to the game. I'll try and give a preview podcast for the Man City game as well. But until then, thank you. And if you like this, like and subscribe to our channel. But see you on Sunday. Take care.